Why in the world would a 55-year-old introvert start a business this late in their life? Well, I'll show you, I'll tell you, and hopefully you'll follow along with me along the way as I do this on a perhaps weekly basis, and you'll see me either fail and you'll stop to watch like a car accident, or you'll see me succeed. And what I hope will happen is that I'll inspire somebody like you to do it. No matter if you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, it's not only is it not a bad time to start a business, in my opinion, but it might be the very best time in your life to give it a shot. So walk with me on this journey and let's see what happens. So who am I? First off, I'm Shane. For the past couple decades, I've been in academia, but prior to that, 15 years mostly in sales, working for other people. When I entered academia, I taught sales, I taught entrepreneurship, but I haven't been an entrepreneur. However, it's been a dream throughout my life to be an entrepreneur. And as I age, I realized that, back in the 90s when I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad and was inspired to take action and do the right things, I played it safe. I curled up into a safe zone. I took a safe paycheck. I made sure that my wife was taken care of. I made sure that my kids had braces. I made sure that we lived in safe neighborhoods. I made sure that they got off and went to college. I played it safe. I made sure that we could put food on the table. And entrepreneurship was certainly no guarantee, because it's in the definition of an entrepreneur, taking risk in exchange for the positive. And I couldn't do that. But here I am, 55. For the past 10, 15 years specifically, I've been helping other entrepreneurs, not just college students, but actual people my age run their business, improve their business, make them successful. And yet I wasn't willing to do it myself. I knew what I knew was very valuable, but I couldn't risk it. And now that I'm here, I'm going to. I'm risking it. And I'm risking it in front of you. I want you to watch me. I want to do it with you. I want you to hold me accountable. That's part of the reason for these videos, is for my own selfish purposes. I want to be held accountable for what I'm doing. The other thing is I want you to be entertained, right? It's going to be embarrassing. And in fact, this video, you hear the crows, you'll hear the cars going by, you'll see me turn around because I see other people walking, and I cringe at making these recordings in front of other people. So as I turn around, it's for no other reason but for me to avoid these other people so they don't hear me, see me holding this camera out. I feel like a 13-year-old girl. And that's just part of who we are at our age, right? We didn't grow up with this, but I'm putting myself in this position. And one thing I know, just with everything else, it's going to get easier, right? I'm recording right now, feeling so awkward doing this in public. But if we do this for, 3 months, you'll see me doing a better job of it. You'll see me edit better, because I'm not going to really edit this at all. This is raw cut footage as much as it can be. I probably realize I won't wear a hat next time because the shadows on my face I think it was just a way for me to hide myself a little bit more. Um, you won't see all this scruff and long hair. It's just that time of year where I like to do that. But yeah, this is me. And what is my business? Well, my business, it's called The Nice Guy Entrepreneur. And it's really taking everything I do know and helping people like you, like me, get out there into the game. It's going to be an online course. The first course that you would dive into is called How to Sell When You Hate to Sell. Because the one thing I've learned of why most new businesses fail is that many of us are afraid to sell. We're afraid to put ourselves in front of the person to, at some point, we'll have to ask them to pay us for what we did for them or want to do for them or give to them. And that's scary as hell. And that's what stops a lot of people from taking the necessary steps to being successful. Like me in the past, I've started a business, kind of. I didn't really put myself too far out there because I knew another 5 steps down the road, I'd actually have to sell something. So I avoided it. Well, one thing I've developed since then, over the years, is my experience in sales, selling for other people, and now selling as an entrepreneur, is that there's an easier way to do it that allows us introverts or people that are shy, socially awkward even, maybe even, well, probably what it all boils down to is maybe we lack confidence, right? And that's just part of life. Not all of us are overconfident. Maybe we're not type A personalities, but that's who we are, right? So that's what the course does. It's how to sell when you hate to sell. And it shows you, the entrepreneur or the new entrepreneur, a nice way to go about sales that's actually more effective than 80% of the other salespeople out there without being aggressive, without feeling uncomfortable. So that's the start. And then there's a membership platform after that. So called The Nice Guy Entrepreneur. So if you want to see me go along the way, that's what it'll be about. Again, I hope these videos will get better for you. But if you are 40, 50, even 60 something, and have ever wanted to start your own business, there's no better time than now. Well, nice pour of it. There's no better time than now. You have decades of wisdom, decades of experience. You now, for the first time in your life, are probably more secure financially, emotionally, secure in your relationships than ever before. And here's what I found to be the kicker. If you're a parent that loves being a parent and that being your number one job, if parenting has been your number one job for the past 20 years, this is the best time for you, because the work you've done with your children has allowed them to be independent and allowed them to go off on their own, to go to, if they're still younger, to go to friend's house without you worrying about them, to drive themselves to practice without you worrying about them, to be off at college like mine are, my 2 youngest are right now, without you having to, do your daily work around them. And my oldest is off out of college and thriving on his own. So now's the time. You have the time. And while I can't say I'm financially secure that if my day job stopped today, that this job would be enough, probably not yet, because I haven't started this yet. I'd like to be more financially secure. But here's another thing. If you're like me, you might actually love your day job. I love my day job. And I'm going to continue to do that. That's why I'm recording this on a Sunday afternoon. And you'll see me record on the weekends, and you'll see me record before work in the mornings. but I will keep my job as long as I can and run this on the side. I'm happy with my job. So if you are somewhat like that or can stand your job, it's hard to do something on the side because it's so much more time, but you can do it. If you hate your job, you probably feel the pressure that you need to get out of your job, right? And you might be a little bit more forced to do it, but you can do it. Another thing that I teach on another side of the business called Next Wave Creators is how those of us that are maybe already, well, we have knowledge from our own decades of experience. We can start a business online, just like what I'm doing with the courses and the membership program. If you have any knowledge from your experience, whether you worked in accounting or sales, or you work in as a handyman or a mechanic, there's so many things that you know that others want, and it's not just your knowledge. It's your leadership, it's your guidance, it's your personality, your companionship. So many of us these days want to walk with somebody while we take those steps. And if you have any little bit of expertise or knowledge, use your own personality like I'm doing mine. Many of you might not like my personality or my voice or whatever it may be, but some of you will. And you're the one that I'm hoping to help. So if you have any bit of knowledge, and I know you do, you too can start a business online. You can do it in a course. You can do it in a membership. And you can charge for it. And while I don't like the term passive income because there's a shitload of work that's going to go behind it for you to successfully do it, it still is passive. You build it and then you get into a rhythm. And I have a friend who lives here in town that makes 1 to 2 million a year, working less than 10 hours a week, doing what he loves, helping other people. And why can't we, right? So I hope you agree with all these crows around me. I don't know if you can hear them, but they sure are talking. I want you to do that. And I want you to walk alongside me during this journey. So, before I go, please like, please follow, please subscribe, and please comment. Like I said, this is video number 1. This is pathetic. And I want to get better. And I want to hear your thoughts on how I can do that. I want you to ask me questions. If there's anything I can do to help you, I want to help you do it. But please like, subscribe, and comment. But also check out my sites. I'll put in the links below. And you'll see me grow it, build it, change it, alter it along the way. And you can learn from that. You don't have to go through the course or join the community. There's a lot that I'm going to share just by doing it so you understand what's going on. So anyway, my name's Shane, Dr. Shane Smith, but Shane to you. And I'm starting my business. And I'm doing it not just in front of you, but I'm doing it alongside of you. I'm putting myself out there. I'm trying to be brave. I'm being transparent. And the most scary thing about this as I do this is not putting myself in front of you, because I probably don't know you, whoever you are. The most scary part is I'm putting myself in front of my family, my wife, my children, and my friends. When they see this is me being someone that they're not used to seeing. And that's the scariest part to me. But here I am. I'm doing it. I hope they approve. I'm going to keep going because I believe that this is going to work. And I hope you believe in yourself and you'll walk with me. So Talk to you soon from the Nice Guy Entrepreneur. Take care.